The reason every AI video test you ran this year came out looking like 8 different brands just got fixed in one upload field. Inside the browser tab you already have open. VEED shipped reference image consistency. Upload one picture of your face, your product, or your scene. Every clip in the sequence locks to it. Same lighting, same person, same brand. The reason you were paying an editor $2,000 a month to make AI clips match got quietly deleted. I am Stewart. VED just did the thing every operator has been waiting 18 months for, and the freelance editors billing to fix off-brand AI clips have not noticed yet. Here is what actually happened, in plain English. VED added a field on the AI Generate panel where you drop a reference image. It becomes the anchor. Every clip you spin up in the same project inherits the character in the image, the product in the image, the lighting in the image. You do not reprompt it. You do not color match it in post. You do not throw 14 clips in the bin to get 6 that almost work. The reference image is the seed the model regenerates from on every call, so consistency stops being a per prompt lottery and starts being a project setting. The old workflow, and I mean the workflow every one of you tried and quietly gave up on, was this. Batch generate 20 clips in Runway or Kling, throw out 14 because the face changed, ship 6 that almost matched, pay an editor to color grade the survivors until they looked like the same brand. The line item on that invoice ran between $2,000 and $5,000 a month depending on your city, and it was the last thing standing between AI video and shippable brand video. Runway and Kling both shipped character reference features earlier this year. The gap VEED just closed is not the technique, it is the location. Runway and Kling are generation tools. VEED is the editor. The consistency lock now lives inside the tool where your timeline already sits, which kills the export-import color match loop that ate your afternoon. The headline answer is this: the line item is now optional. One field on a panel you already have access to inside a browser editor most of you have used for captions, nothing more to it. The rest of this video is proof and the exact workflow. 2 things before the workflow. Subscribe if you want the weekly What Just Got Cheaper breakdown, because the retainer being killed this week is not the last one. And join the Church of SEO Jesus, my free school community, link in the description. Inside is where I drop the reference image templates and the prompt stacks the second I test them on client work before they go anywhere else. It is free. Join now, thank me on Friday. Here is the proof beat. I ran a 6-clip sequence for a client last week. She is a solo operator selling a physical product. 1 face, 1 product, 6 scenes, kitchen, office, walking outside, at a desk, holding the product, close up on the label. 90 minutes end to end. 1 reference image of her face, 1 reference image of the product, 6 prompts, 6 clips, every clip had her face, every clip had the actual product, 0 editor time. The same batch a month ago would have been 15 clips generated, 9 binned, an evening of color matching in DaVinci to force the 6 survivors into looking related. I priced it out. The editor for the job quoted $600 for a single sequence. She was going to bill that weekly. The annual line item ran north of $30,000 for the video work alone. Now the workflow, because most of you will click off this video, open a new tab and want to test it in the next hour. Step 1. Pick your reference image before you do anything else. For a person, use a clean, well-lit shot with the face straight to camera. No sunglasses, no hat, mouth closed. For a product, use a shot on a plain background with the label readable and the whole product in frame. For a scene, use 1 photograph of the actual space you want in the video. The reference is the anchor. The whole video will inherit whatever is wrong with it. Wrong lighting in the reference, wrong lighting in every clip, blurry reference, blurry clips. Step 2. Write your 6 prompts as a batch before you generate anything. Same character verb, different scene noun. She holds the product, she walks with the product, she sits at a desk with the product, she unboxes the product. Same subject, different verb noun pair. The sequence reads as 1 story instead of 6 fragments, only when the subject stays fixed and the setting rotates. Prompt batching kills the editor line item, not the tool. The tool makes it possible. You have to prompt like an editor thinks. Step 3, and this is where operators keep messing up. Upload the reference image before you write the prompt, not after. VEED the image as the anchor for whatever prompt lands on the field next. Upload after prompting, and the generator has already committed to a face it invented. You are then fighting your own tool. The difference between reference first and reference after in my tests was the difference between a shippable clip and a clip that made the client ask who the woman on their landing page was. Now the honest part, because I will not send you into this thinking it is magic, here is where it still breaks. 1. Product labels with fine text. If your product has your logo, your ingredient list, or a serial number on it, the generator will butcher the text on every clip. Test with a bare product first. Use post-production for label overlays if the label matters. A finished bottle with a clean AI-generated shape and a real photo label composited over the top ships better than a generated label that reads like alphabet soup. 2. Hands and fingers under motion. Every AI video model in the market right now, VEED included, still bends fingers into positions no human has ever made. The fix is framing around hands, not on hands. Waist up shots with hands out of frame, or hands holding an object still, not gesturing. If your demo needs a hand pressing a button, film the hand once on your phone and composite the generated background around it. 2-minute job. 3. Brand guidelines stricter than the model's average. If your brand doc says the character always wears a specific shade of teal from a Pantone reference, the generator will get close and be off. If your brand doc says the person always wears a specific piece of jewelry, expect it to drift across clips. Reference image consistency locks character identity. It does not lock accessories, wardrobe details, or exact color codes to a specification. Which brings me to the actual money math, because I know half of you skipped the first 2 minutes and are here for the number. VEED sits somewhere around $18 a month on the entry tier. Verify it on the pricing page yourself because tiers move. The freelance editor sits at $2,000 to $5,000 a month on retainer for weekly branded video. The stock footage subscription you are using as safe filler between clashing AI clips runs another $30 to $100 a month on top. Add the color grading plugin subscription some editors bundle in, and you are north of $2,100 all in for a stack that produces 4 to 6 clips a week. The stack replacement is one line item at $18 a month against a stack that used to run north of $2,100. The delta funds a small ad budget by itself. I am not saying fire your editor tomorrow. I am saying the retainer they are billing you for exists to solve a problem that no longer requires them. Move them onto story structure, thumbnails, or shorts editing where the human eye still wins. The person who gets undercut first is not the stock footage library and not the ad agency. It is the mid-tier freelance editor whose actual job was clip-to-clip continuity cleanup. The senior editor doing story structure and pacing is safe. The junior editor color matching 6 clips at $80 an hour is not. The junior role got undercut Tuesday. The freelancer has not seen the email yet. Your competitor may already have. If you run an agency and your revenue model depends on billing hours for that exact continuity work, the honest move this quarter is to reprice the retainer around story and strategy, not against clip count. Clip count is now a software line. Story is still a person. Verification, because I am not asking you to trust me on this. Open VEED.io yourself right now. Start a new project. Go to the AI Generate panel, look for the reference image field. It is either there or it is not. That is the proof, not me telling you. Take one photo of yourself, one photo of your product or your office, and generate 3 clips of the same subject in 3 different scenes. If the face and the product hold across all 3, you have the workflow. If they drift, your reference image is the problem, not the tool. Do the test tonight. On your actual product, with your actual face, not next week, not Q4, tonight. There is a window here, maybe 4 weeks, before every video freelancer in your inbox emails you about the same feature and prices themselves accordingly. Right now, their invoice has not moved. Right now, their proposal for next month still lists color match and continuity as line items. Right now, you can send back a shorter contract and keep the delta. One reminder before the next video, Because the CTA belongs where the payoff lands. The Church of SEO Jesus is my free school community. The link is in the description. Inside is the reference image template pack from this video, the 6 prompt batch I used for the client sequence, the pricing teardown worksheet, and every workflow file I test on client work before it goes anywhere else. It is free. Join tonight, run the test, post your first sequence in the room by Friday. The next question I get asked 5 times a day is which model VEED is actually running under the hood, and whether Runway or Kling already caught up. The next video answers exactly that.